burning 2,000 crore rupees a year. Like, who is funding it, first of all? And second part, ki the founder is not even telling, ki in 3 years we'll become profitable. Like,
There's a
if you
plans
do
for
this
it.
kind of business in a normal scenario, people will literally kill you.
Obviously, that's what I'm saying. Nah? So
20
it's like,
करोड़ जला दो तो जनता मार देगी, 2,000 करोड़ तो इज नेक्स्ट लेवल. किसकी गाड़ी है भाई?
हाँ,
हटाओ भाई
सही बात है
इसको.
भाई, प्लीज वो
किसकी
वो
गाड़ी
होता
है
है
भाई?
बहुत
हटाओ
बार।
यार. और ये क्या क्या पागल आदमी है. लेकिन यू डोंट नो. सो उस टाइम अगर वहां की जो लोकल, अगर लोकल एरिया में अगर कंसेंसस बन जाए कि वी नीड दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, और क्योंकि देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ लेयरिंग ऑन दिस, कि भाई नो स्पैम कॉल्स एंड अ टेक इज फुल प्रूफ वेरीफाइड.
Welcome to Being Curious with Yash.
Let's start, Ayush. Like, first thing first, I wanted, like, I was reading about your business and all. So how did you, like, first got to know your name, like Letstream? Like, I think it's not related to streaming at all. So
No,
मतलब Letstream कैसे आया तेरे दिमाग में?
yeah, actually, what happened is that before we came into the current, uh, before we got into the current business that we are into right now, right?
Yeah.
We started it in a way that it was a digital magazine. It was a streaming platform initially.
Okay, literally.
Yeah, so like the
Okay.
name on the Letstream. So if you see a YouTube channel from way back around like 2016 or something, right?
Hmm.
You'll find videos from different artists and musicians, small time artists that
Okay.
we used to publish. Basically, the idea was to give them a common platform,
Okay.
right? To make it easier for them to go out to the world
Hmm.
because publication houses they charge a lot. We were a free platform on revenue sharing basis. Like we were sharing the revenue that we generated from different sources, right?
Okay.
So that's how we actually got into the name, Litstream.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, then I just got attached to it. So I can never leave
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So like वो that platform of yours, तो
Yeah.
उसमें मतलब कि what was the like purpose? Like it was just a streaming platform like YouTube, or YouTube पे भी you created a layer of streaming, like could like explain?
We actually created it over the existing platforms. So when I say
अच्छा.
platform, it was like how should I say, it's like a community.
Okay.
So for example, you came in today as an artist, right?
Yeah.
What's the first problem you will face? You'll face that you'll not get a lot of views, a lot of subscribers,
Yes.
stuff, right?
Hmm.
It will take time for you to grow up,
Hmm.
right, in this space. So what we did was we were collaborating with a lot of artists.
Hmm.
We were publishing it with their name, but under a common channel or a
Okay.
common platform, right? Not just on
Okay.
YouTube,
Hmm.
but YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever we can, basically.
Okay.
Spotify was
मतलब अच्छा, I got it. मतलब basically एक common platform है, ठीक है? That platform would grow organically, and that
yes,
फिर with new artist you can always experiment. Like this is the
yes.
concept.
The idea
Okay.
was that okay, so if you come in as a new artist, right,
हाँ.
you'll already get a subscriber base.
Hmm.
You'll already get a like something to what T series does today, right?
हाँ.
It's the same thing.
ओ
It's
भाई.
just that it's just
Next
that T
level.
series is something that didn't
हाँ.
exist back then.
हाँ.
Started, so
Yeah.
that's the idea.
Nice, bro. Like very cool idea, I must say. So like, why did it end?
It was time consuming, first of all, and I started back in college
Yeah.
because we were not just publishing the videos, we were actually editing them as well at the same time
Okay. अच्छा.
to
So
make them more
not just
enhanced.
a creator, not just like a platform, but a creator also.
Yeah, so whatever videos we'll get, we were
Hmm.
getting raw videos and stuff. So we used to edit them, make them more
अच्छा.
good, cinematic, right?
Okay.
And then we used to publish it. Then we used to market it and stuff. So it
Okay.
was very time consuming
Hmm.
and there were not many people.
Hmm.
It was,
Nice. So like अभी जो तेरा चल रहा है startup, that you said कि like we had a conversation, we are friends. So like अभी जो तेरा startup चल रहा है, like from how many months like is it working?
so we'll be like completing 5 years now in
Nice.
January 19.
Okay.
So 5 साल I would say officially, legally, but
Nice, bro. Nice. Is it bootstrap or like funding? Did you raise funding?
no, it's completely bootstrapped.
Okay.
Uh, well, technically it was funded by my father, but that
Uh,
is still considered as bootstrap, right?
yeah.
So that's how it started with
Mm.
because we require some small amount of money to incorporate the company and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was the only amount I took from my father.
Okay.
Apart from that, yeah, pretty much everything was bootstrapped.
Nice, bro. Nice. So, like, how is your like experience related? Like competing with a lot of funded startups, because like there must be a lot of funding going on in other startups, and you are bootstrap, and like it must be difficult, I guess.
It is, but the thing is, when we started, we went into service-based business, right? So
Okay.
when you do service-based business, you don't have a product to sell.
Yeah, yeah,
And selling anything, you don't really require funding. You do require a lot of capital expense
yeah,
for salaries and equipment and stuff,
yeah,
right? But yeah, the market was pretty much saturated in our case as well.
yeah. So like could you just basically explain now what do you do in like current form in very
Sure.
simple language?
So in simple language, we develop web applications, the simplest of all, right? So what we do is that if you'll come to us with a problem, right, with a use case, basically,
Hmm.
we'll try to find out best possible solution with tech, right,
Yeah.
that could help you reduce that manual effort that you're doing right now,
Okay.
right? So in simple terms, like if you are doing something, let's say today, like you are using WhatsApp groups for
Hmm.
communication between the teams, right?
Hmm.
For approvals and stuff, everything you
Hmm.
are doing manually.
Huh.
It's basically the effort that you are wasting. And
Hmm.
this is something that you can pretty much automate with tech. So
Ach-
that's where we come in. So we try to understand the problem that your business is facing currently, things you are doing manually,
Acha.
and then we try to automate it using tech.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one of the things. But
Hmm.
if you go on broad of it,
Hmm.
we can basically develop any sort of application. So we deal with a lot of startups.
Hmm.
They come to us with ideas that okay, we want to build this, we want to build that, and
Okay.
then we work with them from the scratch, from
Okay.
designing to lead architecture to production, and
Okay.
then that's basically what we do.
That's
And we
really
have
cool.
some of our own products as well that we are
Okay.
launching.
So matlab you have made some products that you have like I think after some experience you would be like "Ki, acha these are general products that industry needs."
Yes, based on
Okay.
our experiences or personal experiences. Okay, this is something that should exist
Hmm.
because service industry is a little hard to sustain. There's too
Hmm.
much unreliability in the early stages.
Unreliability as in?
Unreliability as in so how do you get new deal in a business in a service based business? You get it through uh, referrals most of the
Yeah.
time, referrals,
Yeah.
right? And if you don't have a strong network,
Hmm.
you are basically just sitting ducks,
Yeah.
right? You can't just go to a company and say, hey, we develop applications. Do you want to develop them? No, you can't, right? Because
Hmm.
and until and unless they have a use case, they
Hmm.
don't share services at all. And most of the times clients don't know
Hmm.
that they have a use case, right? So we have met a lot of clients, like I personally met a lot of people, right? And when I talk to them and I talk to them, right, they are explaining what they're doing and stuff. Just a
Hmm.
casual conversation, not a business meeting, right? And
Hmm.
then I'll tell them, oh, why are you doing this manually when this can be automated?
Okay.
Right. So they don't even know, like they don't even feel the need for it.
Hmm.
That's why sustaining in this industry is a little tough
Hmm.
because people don't know that they need it.
Acha. I got the point ki
Uh,
matlab you are trying to automate the things that can be done manually. Arey, sorry, just
uh,
opposite. But the problem is कि a lot of times the customer doesn't even know
doesn't even know, yes.
because he is doing it, जैसे सरकारी वे में होता है,
Uh,
धीरे धीरे कर रहे हैं,
कर
जैसे
रहा है
कर रहे हैं.
बस
Yeah.
वो लाइक चल रहा है तो चल रहा है
हाँ, but when
don't
you अच्छा when you develop something for a customer and then you specify them, ask them 1,000 questions. I guess this must work like that way. And then you get information and then you process that information कि यार आपके business में if you I do XXX then efficiency can be increased. Is that correct?
exactly
Okay, nice. I think now I can do your business. But I need 10 years of coding experience.
maybe
Yeah.
now that AI is here I don't think so
Huh?
now that AI is here I don't think you will require that much of
Oh,
experience.
nice. So, matlab, AI has brought so much change.
It has I mean
Okay.
it's not so there's this the jobs are already going, no doubt, right? But they are going
Hmm.
into the segments where it can pretty much automate, right? For like content writing, where AI is currently at top,
Okay.
or sales, or like finding audiences, stuff like
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
In tech, I would still say that it's a little behind,
Hmm.
but maybe 10 years from now, it will catch up for
Yeah.
most of the day-to-day tasks.
Yeah.
But yeah, being a programmer, they will never replace programmers.
Yeah. Because I think like programmers, what I know, like they solve very specific problems
Yes.
for the clients and for the people they are working. So that specific problem, how will you tell you AI की solve that, code में अगर 10,000 line लिखी है and you have
I,
to write 5 things that can, just boost your code. So for that you need a lot of practice and, a lot of judgment कि
right.
भाई कहाँ पे इसको I can get better. I don't know a lot of coding, like एक महीना किया था,
But
but still like
yeah, I
that
can
kind
have
of
completely.
precision needs you need.
I understand the point. The
Hmm.
thing is that AI is already catching up, right? So
Okay.
the real life use cases that even we are doing.
Hmm.
So earlier, when we had a problem, right, we used to go to like Google, go through then
हाँ
search for the problem,
हाँ
go through thousands of websites, including these.
हाँ 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 हाँ.
Right?
Hmm.
And then we used to experiment and stuff. We used to
Hmm.
wait like 4 hours, 5 hours solving a bug,
हाँ.
things, right? Now all we do is copy the whole file, paste it into ChatGPT or something, and then
हाँ.
specify the error we are getting. It's
हाँ.
like 10 minutes of the problem is already solved,
हाँ.
right?
Hmm.
So I don't know the person who quoted this, but he said that don't get worried about AI because AI is just a tool. So if
Hmm.
you see previously, people used to write code in like Notepad and stuff.
हाँ.
Then IDE came in, right, with
Hmm.
like Dreamweaver or something. I think most of the people have used it in their schools and stuff,
Hmm.
where you can just drag and drop and build most of the HTML code.
Hmm.
That kill the jobs, right? I mean, people are
Yeah.
still using it, right? Then VS Code came in, IntelliJ, a lot of IDEs came in with a lot of tools, right?
Hmm.
So AI is just another tool.
Hmm.
Coding is ultimately going to be done by programmers.
हाँ.
AI is just a tool to boost the productivity so that
Product. हाँ. It's you can
exactly.
boost your productivity with AI. Hmm. Nice.
So I don't think people should be yet afraid of AI, at least in
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
world.
So like, how big is your team like now?
So we are a small team right now,
Hmm.
somewhere around 5 to 7 people,
Okay.
right? So, but yeah, that's more than enough to handle the current client base.
Okay. Nice. I was
Mhm.
reading somewhere ki like most of the business in India are like bootstrapped.
Mhm.
Like
This
you
is,
take money from your father and then you start business. So
yep,
like in your experience, like, and you must be having friends who are well funded or who are actually getting funding. So
yep.
what do you think should be like after, and 5 years of running a bootstrap business, what do you think, like if you were given a chance like 1 year from now ki go build a product, and then you can also ask for funding and there would be some people who would be interested, so would you go for the funding thing or you would still go for the bootstrap?
I think I'll go for the funding thing for sure.
Okay.
Because when you're talking about building a product
Hmm.
has a lot of expenses connected to it.
Okay.
You have to waste money in developing the actual product, right?
Ha.
If it's like a physical product, then you'll have to
Hmm.
waste amount on inventory, on
Hmm.
logistics and stuff,
Ha.
right? Then there's marketing and
Ha.
sales.
Ha.
All these are gonna cost money.
Hmm.
And then there are current running expenses, which
Ha.
you basically do on every month basis,
Ha.
right? So, and then you have to sustain yourself as well,
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
So when you're building a product, there are
Hmm.
a lot of expenses to cover.
Hmm.
But when you're running a business, like you
Hmm.
mentioned, 90% of the business is bootstrapped,
Yeah.
because when you're running a business, you don't have that much of expenses per se,
Hmm.
because the heaviest expense you have is paying out the salaries of people.
Yeah. In service industry. Yeah. Definitely. Hmm.
Exactly. Right.
Hmm.
Tools and stuff are something that maybe you will buy just one time, equipment you'll just buy one time or rent it out, right?
Yeah.
But you're not actually spending money like just now on every day, like for R&D and stuff.
Hmm.
You'll just open a shop or you'll just open this thing, that thing, and it will just go on.
Hmm.
You'll keep getting the money from day one.
Hmm.
From day one, maybe uh, 3 months, 4 months on the line, you will already be profitable.
Hmm.
But for a product-based thing, you can't be so sure of it unless you have a
So,
solid.
like you said, ki a lot of your business is service-based business, and you started with servicing with clients. So, do you
Right?
think like yeah, you were saying something?
No, no,
No, so I was just thinking ki like even like I can take a business, ठीक है?
right,
2 years I can do service, ठीक है?
right,
I build some clientele base. Now I know what kind of problems are there, but obviously I don't know every problem. And
right.
but as a service based business, I would want to solve lot many problems. So do you
True.
think at that point ki if I get some funding or if person goes out and ventures and starts getting funding, do you think it will help because he can get more people and फिर वो they can reach out to a lot of different companies. Just a
Right.
thought.
Yes, absolutely. Even today, like as of
Hmm.
right now, also we are also looking for funding as well for our own
Okay.
products.
Okay.
Our initial idea goes like, so we take the profits right now from the
हाँ,
service business
हाँ,
that we have, and we
हाँ,
put it into the product.
हाँ,
So we are kind of funding ourselves,
हाँ,
right?
hmm,
But if we get more funds, obviously, we'll be
हाँ,
able to market better. We'll be able to store more inventory. We'll be able to get the same thing done at a lower price,
hmm,
right? So
yeah,
we'll be able to have more people for sales,
hmm,
right? So that's where you basically come into the need for funding,
hmm,
scale up.
yeah. Like I get the point कि the sales and the marketing and the product, a lot of product part
Mm.
has to be done, matlab not has to be, should be done through funding because otherwise you will drain yourself.
True. See, for any like if you're talking about tech-based
हाँ,
startup, right?
हाँ,
So tech-based startups, what is the heaviest expense they have is building the product.
yeah,
And if you already have a tech co-founder in a way,
हाँ, हाँ,
right, then that expense is pretty much covered for the
हाँ,
initial stage because
हाँ,
he can build the product or she can build the product, right?
hmm,
And once the product is built,
hmm,
your major expense is already done.
हाँ,
Now you have to spend money is maintaining it,
hmm,
right? And marketing it.
हाँ,
That's where you have to spend the money now,
yeah,
right?
okay,
But if you come with a non-tech founder for a
yeah,
tech-based business, right?
yeah,
You also have to spend money on
हाँ,
developing the product in a way,
हाँ,
right? And believe
hmm,
me, hiring a tech agency is not cheap. It's
hmm,
pretty expensive.
yeah, I
So
get the point. Like I was noticing कि like in Shark Tank and all
mm,
कि uh, I was just asking a question about funding. In Shark Tank, you see a lot of different businesses
right,
go for funding. And it's like everyone is going for funding, but I think the guests are somewhat smart. Ki sometimes they say ki shit the funding part, and I want this business to be much more bootstrapped. That is
mm.
the guest call, but I think most of the people actually ask for funding. So just my question was ki like at which stage of the business should a
Mm.
business start asking for funding?
So if you're a well-established business, already
Huh,
profitable and stuff, right? I think
huh,
you will need money for scaling up when you want to
okay.
expand,
Hmm.
right? Because when you expand, you basically you see unforeseen expenses.
Hmm.
Like the simplest use case I'll tell you, right? So for example, we are just using a chat application right now.
Huh,
It will charge you maybe $5, $10 a month,
huh.
right? It has a cap of $300. 300 users.
Yeah.
So if my team strength goes to 301, I
Huh.
cannot use the plan anymore.
Yes.
I'll have to upgrade to enterprise plan, and that's gonna cost me maybe twice as much or thrice as much.
Yeah.
Right. So when you scale up, there are a lot of expenses that come in that you are not aware about.
Hmm.
Right? Maybe you'll need to acquire new licensing fees. Maybe you need to spend on capital, right?
Uh,
So that's where I think the funding comes in.
hmm.
You want to expand and you don't have obviously enough money to
Hmm.
expand.
Hmm.
So
I
that's
got the
one of
point. Hmm.
uh,
So I was reading about your product, this Ownix, how
Onyx. Yeah,
Ownix. So could
Onyx.
you
Yeah.
like just explain what is it? Because I find the concept, and I also discussed with our friend. So
Uh,
we both found it fascinating. So could you
right.
just explain it?
Right. So Onyx as a company is a smart QR company.
Hmm.
Right. We are developing QR based products.
Hmm.
And we have one of the product that we launched recently is smart QR for cars.
Okay.
Right? So what it does is, so we all have seen the problem where people just park in India specifically, right? People just park the cars wherever they want, and it just creates a block where you can't take out your own car out of that block.
Yeah.
And then it's just abusing that person, and अगर कोई एड़ा बंदा है ना, मतलब he'll
हाँ.
just go and take your mirror or something.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
One time it happened to me.
yes, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So one of the use cases for it, right?
Hmm.
So what we have developed is, so there are QR, these are like simple stickers. You place it
Hmm.
inside your windshield.
Hmm.
You can just scan the QR code that's there.
Hmm.
And will open the dialer basically on your phone.
Okay.
And from that dialer, you can just call the person, like the owner of the car.
Okay.
Yes, right. So you
Okay.
are the owner of the car and the sticker is there on your car, right?
हाँ.
So anyone can just scan it and call
हाँ.
you.
Okay.
Right? The USP being that neither the caller and not
हाँ.
the receiver, right?
हाँ. हाँ.
Both the numbers are masked, so no one can see like who's called, like the actual number,
Okay.
right? And of course, we have spam prevention policies.
Hmm.
So don't worry, the spammers can't use it as well to spam
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Best thing, it works without internet because we are,
That's a very good thing.
yeah.
Because yeah. So, but
Mhm.
so you are saying ki if a person drives a car, parks a car in a wrong lane or a wrong place, then someone who wants it out can just simply QR and scan the QR and get it out.
Yes,
Call him and
exactly,
get it out. But
exactly.
like one question I was reading this concept came into my mind was ki your product is good, like
Mhm.
everything in your product is good, but
Right.
do you think like people who park in these narrow lanes and all, do you think they'll purchase a QR code that will help them get to know ki if my car is parked in a wrong lane? Because
Mhm.
if I'm parking my car in a wrong lane, there is high chance, I'm not saying 100%, nothing is 100%, there is very
Yeah.
high chance ki I am a not so giving a f about
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah. True.
So I'll just park it. ठीक है? तो and actually this product requires me to actually go and buy the product. We
Yes.
actually like the idea very much because it will help a lot of people. But matlab, the kind of people you want to sell are inherently lazy people. So
Yes.
how are you dealing with this problem?
So, of course, if I tell you the secret to this problem, right, on the
हाँ,
podcast, our
हाँ.
competitors will just start using it. So,
अच्छा.
I'm not going to share the whole of it.
हाँ.
But we already seeing orders coming in from all over India.
Okay.
Like we have been shipping to Jammu, we have been shipping to Tamil Nadu as well. We have been
Okay.
shipping to, I think Mumbai as well,
Okay.
Gujarat, everywhere
Okay.
basically. Right? So people are already ordering the products, and the people who
Okay.
are currently ordering are basically the people who think that they are responsible for this in a way, right? They are
Okay.
the responsible citizens right now.
Okay.
And for the people that you mentioned, the
हाँ.
responsible citizens, right?
हाँ.
Uh, all I can say is that we are working at the source of the problem
हाँ.
directly.
हाँ.
So when you get the car,
हाँ.
right, then you are not lazy enough to not put the sticker on it. So
Yeah. हाँ.
we are working
मतलब
somewhere,
yeah.
yeah. So we are working somewhere around that.
हाँ.
So that
Actually, I was thinking ki what one use case can be ki if you convince like the local municipal area. So suppose you live in Noida sector 120. I'm not.
right.
It's not his address. I'm just telling you.
I know it.
And in some areas,
Mhm.
or there is a municipality there. Okay,
Right.
that governs and keeps the check on that area ki. So
Mhm.
or there is a police thana there, and
Mhm.
I'm just thinking a very good use case of your product. Ki that police thana tells everyone in that area,
Mhm.
80% of that area, ki you have to, and there is very high congestion in that area. Ki
Right.
ये स्टिकर लगाओ, बिकॉज द प्रॉब्लम इज कि आप लोग तो गाड़ी गलत जगह पार करके चले जाते हो, एंड
Mhm.
एंड देन देयर इज लॉट ऑफ
Right.
congestion traffic, and so if government mandates it, or some local government mandates, because it's a very good product, because you
Yes.
need communication कि भाई किसकी गाड़ी है भाई
हाँ,
हटाओ भाई
सही बात है
इसको,
भाई, प्लीज वो
किसकी
वो
गाड़ी
होता
है
है
भाई
बहुत
हटाओ
बार।
यार, और ये क्या क्या पागल आदमी है, लेकिन यू डोंट नो। सो उस टाइम अगर वहां की जो लोकल, अगर लोकल एरिया में अगर कंसेंसस बन जाए कि वी नीड
हम्म,
दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, और क्योंकि देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ लेयरिंग ऑन दिस कि भाई
हम्म,
नो स्पैम कॉल्स, एंड अ टेक इज फुल प्रूफ वेरीफाइड, आई थिंक दिस कैन वर्क।
Yes, but convincing the local authorities to implement it,
हाँ
right? The first question they are gonna ask is who's gonna pay,
हाँ हाँ
right? So unless it's subsidized, no one is gonna put it,
हाँ हाँ
right? So that's why we are not
हम्म,
targeting those people right now.
हाँ
We are trying to target the people who can actually start affording, like who consider this as a necessity and not as a luxury, just right.
हाँ
So that's why we are working with a lot of people from different
हम्म,
segments, different sectors, not
हाँ
authorities,
हाँ
but indirect authorities
हम्म
who can help us put this on the cards
हम्म
in various manners, basically,
ओके
right? Because
बट
this is something that will spread with the word of mouth. So more people start using it, more people start ordering it.
या
And maybe sooner or later it will become a norm that every car should have it or something.
या and I
So
think every car should have it.
should have it.
The stupid people should have it more.
Yeah.
दो लगाओ भाई उनके ऊपर.
If they knew it, then no. But
Yeah.
if you see, there are a lot of concerned people. So a lot of people park on the wrong areas, right? But they still
हाँ
leave the numbers on the dashboards.
हाँ
Our audience
हम्म
currently is to eliminate those people and provide them with a way that they don't
हम्म
have to leave their numbers, because spammers will then just use it for no reason.
yeah that is a
Yeah,
very big problem.
that's and
नहीं तो बजाज फाइनेंस का कॉल आ जाएगा सर पैसा ले
exactly.
लीजिए.
सिर्फ बजाज फाइनेंस नहीं आता है.
हाँ everyone just calls you bro. मेरे पास
हाँ,
ICICI कार्ड ले लीजिए. अरे मेरे भाई नहीं चाहिए. I don't have the
ये
money.
उनको उनको मना करा देते से सर ऐसे नहीं लेना, कोई सर एसबीआई ले लीजिए.
हाँ
अरे भाई नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं चाहिए ब्रो मतलब अंडरस्टैंड द
हाँ,
पेन की पैसा नहीं है तो
हाँ,
कार्ड क्यों बेच रहे
वही.
हो. वही चीज है. तो अच्छा moving on.
हाँ,
So I was reading कि you have one more you have collaborated with one more startup. It's called Globalartistry. So
right.
uh, can you tell what's the idea behind that also?
Right. So global artistry is nothing special, to be honest,
Hmm.
right? So it's basically an e-commerce website,
Hmm.
right? Where people, or we are trying to create a global brand basically
Hmm.
to for this brass and copper-based products,
Okay.
right? So as you know, the best brass and this copper industry, it's pretty much prevalent in
Hmm.
Muradabad.
Okay.
So what we are doing is we are sourcing our products from there in
Okay.
partnership through
Okay.
one of the manufacturers,
Okay.
and then we are selling them online.
Okay.
And soon we'll start exporting them as well,
Okay.
right? So it's more like a homegrown brand,
हाँ
but to provide that quality,
हाँ.
because Muradabad has the best quality of these kind of products and the best
Okay.
prices you can offer,
Okay.
and to ship it to all of India, because not all of India has access to that luxury that we have it sitting in Delhi, sitting in North India,
Okay.
especially in South India and the east of it, right? East and west.
Okay.
They don't have this luxury of getting this quality products. Uh,
Okay.
at,
Actually, I thought everyone gets it. Like in North India, you get it very easily. I did not know that it's a very big problem in East India and South India.
when we launched it, like for the testing phase, right?
हाँ.
We were getting like more than 70 or 80% of orders from South India only.
Okay.
Like more
Hmm.
than 70 to 80%. Like that's like
Hmm.
huge of it. That's when
हाँ.
we realized that there's a lot of scope in it
हाँ.
to expand to South India. So we're adding more products now to our
Okay.
inventory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So is it like in collaboration with someone or is it your own brand?
Yes, it's in collaboration. Uh,
Okay.
we have one more partner.
Okay.
So we handle all the tech, sales, marketing and stuff, and the partner
Okay.
handles all the logistics,
Okay.
inventory stuff.
Okay. That's really nice. Nice, bro. So I see like you have collaborated with like lot of businesses. So do you do this like very actively that you go out and see collaboration with other businesses?
Yes, in a way. I personally love collaborating with a lot of businesses.
Okay.
That's the fastest way to grow and
Okay.
fastest way to build trust as well as a network, right?
Yeah.
If you
Mm.
just stay in one business, you'll just keep focusing on one thing, and
Mm.
well, it becomes kind of monotonous, right? And
Yeah.
I'm a hater of a monotonous life.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons why I started a business, right? Because I wanted a
Yeah.
thrill to have something new every day. And that's
Yeah.
what we even do today. Like all the products that we develop, there's always a
Huh.
new use case, there's always a new challenge that we are
Mm.
solving. So that's the same thing with the businesses and the collaboration.
Hmm.
All of our collaborations are something new,
Hmm.
something that we haven't tried before.
Hmm.
So
Nice. That's the point of this podcast also. Ki,
yeah,
like just be curious and don't lead this monotonous life. Think
yeah,
about different things, talk to different people. You learn so much. Like the audience learns so much. I learn so much from different people.
that's the best way to communicate. Like
Yeah.
better than books.
Yeah. I would say books are still
Ah,
good, but yeah, like
I disagree.
yeah, like I started listening to podcasts around 4 or 5 years back. And
Mm,
like when I started listening to good podcasts, I was
yeah,
like blown away. The kind of conversations people were having. I was like, "Ki, how good like some people are in their field." And like best part is ki every day you can like interact with some new mind.
exactly.
Think how a new mind is thinking. And that should be like that is very good. Even
Yes,
that you do in business, I think
yes,
like keep
absolutely.
collaborating with new people. You learn so much, you grow so fast.
Podcasts are good. I won't
Hmm.
deny that.
Hmm.
I would still stick by my statement on books.
Yeah, bro, like everyone has their own choice. I would not say ki वैसा. So like abhi we are seeing like a lot of bull market and all. So do you also like actively invest in startups or do you just collaborate?
No, I prefer collaborating because first of all, I don't have enough money to invest on any product, right?
We thought you were so rich.
Not rich enough to invest.
हाँ,
So
hmm,
yes, so we prefer collaborations
हाँ,
because while we might not have money to invest on any product or something, we do have tech and expertise on that to invest on it.
yeah. That's I
So
think then it becomes like a kind of funding also.
yes,
You are just saving team's
a
cost.
lot of yeah, a
Yeah, a
lot
lot
of
of
money.
money.
Is,
Yeah, money saved is money earned. My dad never said it, but I'm saying it. I've noticed like you have like actively collaborated with a lot of startups. So what do you look in a startup? Like is it the founder entrepreneur or is it much more related to the business model or the revenue that they are generating or the potential that they have? Like what do you actively look for?
so as I said, right, so I look for pretty much everything,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
So it's not just about the product that they have
Hmm.
built, it's
Hmm.
more about the problem they're trying to solve,
Okay.
right? So if the problem that they're solving is something huge with huge potential in it, right?
Hmm.
I'll go for it maybe,
Okay.
right? And I also look for the founders, how serious they are, what their intentions are regarding the
Okay.
product.
Okay.
Because I want to build a legacy out of it,
Hmm.
but the vision should align. Maybe they
Hmm.
don't want to build legacy; they just want to scale it out, burning
Huh.
cash, and they
Huh.
just want to get acquired.
Huh.
I don't want to get acquired,
Okay.
right? So, and then of course the third one is the business model itself.
Hmm.
It should be made in a way that it will become profitable in the
Hmm.
end.
Hmm.
Yes, you are burning cash now. Yes, you are spending money now. But do you have plans to even make profit or
Hmm.
not?
Huh.
Or you're just planning to take the investors' money and everything and
Huh. Huh.
keep it burning until you become a unicorn and then
Huh.
suddenly, hey, we are just selling it now.
Huh.
So it depends.
It's like passing the cap wala scheme.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
नहीं करना है
Like
मेरे को.
yeah. Yeah. You
I,
like I have like the Zomato IPO. It was
mm,
literally like, they were making the fool out of retail investors. Like
mm,
the crazy amount of valuation that they were giving. I was like, I understand that you are trying to value the company more. Everyone tries to, but it's burning cash. It's literally burning cash. It's
literally.
burning 2000 crore rupees a year. Like who is funding it, first of all? And second part ki the founder is not even telling, ki in 3 years will become profitable. Like
Doesn't
if
make
you
sense
do
for
this
them.
kind of business in a normal scenario, people will literally kill you.
Obviously, that's what I'm saying. Nah? So,
20
when,
करोड़ जला दो तो जनता मार देगी 2000 करोड़ तो is next level.
most of the founders today, they come with the same mindset only. They are
अच्छा.
like, अरे investor का पैसा लेंगे, cash
हाँ.
में करेंगे, grow करेंगे, फिर बेच देंगे.
अच्छा.
that's
हाँ.
that's that's the mindset.
That oh my god, that's very bad actually. Be-
Okay.
हाँ.
Like they don't care about building houses. They just care about getting the money and then
हाँ
just wander off.
हाँ that's
So
sad. So like actively could you tell ki who among like a lot of founders you must have met like not of your age like 30 40 50 years um like who do you admire as a founder as a owner CEO like Mukesh Ambani Gautam Adani like whoever you can name it and what qualities do you like in them.
I honestly don't admire anyone as such. I get
Okay,
inspired by everyone though.
okay,
Right. So I get inspired by every businessman that's out there because
okay,
everyone has their own unique story. Everyone has their own unique selling points and stuff, right?
yeah.
So I love reading their stories. I love working with them. I love
Hmm.
talking to them,
Hmm.
gaining experiences from them, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
In the end, you are just who you are,
Yeah.
right? So
Hmm.
that's why I don't believe in the concept of having an idol.
Ah,
Right? Because having an idol means you will try to live up to them. You don't need to live up to them. You need to build something out of your own,
yeah.
right? Because in the end,
Ah,
why are you doing all of this stuff, right? I mean,
hmm.
I just go and do some 9 to 5 job, this corporate and be a corporate slave and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I want to build something out of myself, right? So
Hmm.
I can't take someone as an idol for me.
Hmm.
I just take inspiration from a lot of
Hmm.
people.
That's really refreshing to know. Like a lot of people say, I love Steve Jobs. By Steve Jobs, Bhagwan hai. God Steve Jobs. But
Bhagwan
it's
is
like कि
everyone.
a person is just taking material from everywhere and just using it in his own way.
True.
So, like one more question related to that, like you must have met like a lot of founders and lot of CEOs. So, who, according to you, not you cannot if you don't want to name it, like one advice that you got, and that really stuck you. It not might change your business overnight, but that really stuck you, and you were like, "Ki, what a good advice that was." And in time, I will try to apply it in my life or in my business.
Well, there were 2 or 3 advices like I've got from mentors, from the co-founders, founders in different businesses,
Okay,
right? So one of the advice that I got from the same person, right? That person was a mentor. Of
okay,
course, I won't name him right now, but
hmm,
one of the thing that was like tech,
hmm,
and I think pretty much everyone who is watching me right now or
huh,
in the podcast, right, they would know.
hmm,
Right. And that was that you can flirt with all the technologies you want,
huh,
just marry one of them,
okay,
right? So it used to be in the college that you can
hmm,
flirt with, you can try all you want. You can try React, Vue, you can try Python, you can try Node.js,
okay,
you can try all the top trending technologies,
okay,
but marry just one.
okay.
And it was the college, it was the advice right suited during the college time. You flirt with
Hmm.
everyone and choose
Yeah,
one to marry, right? So
yeah,
the same thing.
yeah.
And second, in terms of business that I
Huh.
got from the same person was that don't don't take a contract
Hmm.
based on something that you personally can't handle, right?
Okay.
So basically, if you are going to let's say right. So today we
Hmm.
work in like Python and Vue.js,
Hmm.
Java and Vue.js, right?
Hmm.
So I would not take any product or
Hmm.
any project that requires some other tech,
Okay.
like React or something,
Okay.
because personally I can't handle it. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know that personally. Maybe my team can handle it. Maybe I can hire someone to handle it.
Huh.
But personally, I don't have a trusted person or
Huh.
me myself, right,
Hmm.
who can handle it. So
Hmm.
don't take anything in
Hmm.
your business. Don't take any such contract or don't do any such commitment in your business to
Hmm.
anyone that you can't personally handle. Because in the end,
Hmm.
if something doesn't get delivered, it's on you. It's
Hmm.
gonna put your name, your image on the
Hmm.
right, and the employees they don't really care for it. To be
Hmm.
honest, नहीं हुआ उन्हें क्या मतलब है बिजनेस तो आपका
Huh.
जाए.
Yeah.
That's the
That's really a nice advice. Actually, everywhere you get a different advice. कि jump the ship. You know, कर दे, देखा जाएगा, बोल दे, and then we will see. But the point is कि 99% time life में कुछ हो नहीं पाता है, and you just crash and burn. That's a very sound advice, I would say. कि be prepared and then go. Don't be like कि, I am jumping the ship, मुझे नहीं पता. Let's see what happens.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's one of the advice that
Hmm.
I have, that when I got it, I was
Hmm.
in like maybe 1.5 years down in my business.
Okay.
Since then till date, we have not
हाँ.
taken up any contract, because before that I used to do it.
अच्छा.
But since then
हाँ.
until date, we
हाँ.
haven't taken anything, any contract, any such thing.
हाँ.
We can't personally, like I can't personally deliver.
Okay.
If I have to set hours at night and I can
हाँ.
deliver that, I'll take it.
हाँ.
But if there's something that I can't do, I won't for now.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yes.
Refreshing to know, actually. A lot of things I like today in this conversation were very refreshing to know. People also think like that, not how they just tell you in the internet. Ki think like this. Okay. One more question. Ki a lot of we see like a lot of founders, tech founders, Mark Zuckerberg, Satya Nadella, and all.
Mm.
So, who do you think is one of the best tech founders out there, and who would you like to work with in future? If 5 years down the line you are given a chance, you would be like, this guy, his skills are something that would brush on me, and it would add to my company, and I would just love to work with them. And it may be a call to them. They might see and they were
I
like,
think, yeah,
we want to work with Ayush.
I think I would go for Elon Musk, not anyone
Oh,
else.
okay.
Reason being, despite the guy being crazy, no offense,
Huh,
but
huh. No, he
I
would
like,
admit he's crazy. He's totally admitting this fact. He's not gonna say no, I'm not. Yeah,
but whatever he does, like it makes an impact.
true, true.
That what really
Very true.
matters. In
Very
the
true.
end, right? People, criticize him for these policies about work, policies about how
Yeah,
he works, stuff.
yeah.
Right? He makes them work late. It's fine. Like as a founder, I love doing that, and I would
Hmm,
love to work with him in this case.
hmm.
That's a job
Yeah.
application right now, but so yeah. So that's one of the guy I adore, because he did one thing, and that is not to stay in just one space.
Hmm.
Uh, he expanded to various spaces.
Yeah.
He's continuously building. He's a hustler that I love.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I personally love
Hmm.
doing all that.
Hmm.
Right. So that is to not stay. Like he has billions and billions of dollars. He can just sit around in some island and he can chill,
Yeah.
right? But he's not
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
He's still building, he's still innovating, he's still developing something. He's still,
Hmm.
so that's what I love. If you will see
Hmm.
any other maybe founders, they're just busy, fixing their products, stealing the data and stuff.
Huh.
I'll not take the names of the companies, but
Huh.
everyone.
Yeah. He is really inspiring, I must say. Like the kind of revolution that he brings in any industry, it's just
Yeah,
awe-inspiring. Like you wait for him 1 year, and then the kind of product that he launches, it's just it's not best in the industry. I was talking to my friend, and I was like, what he brings to the table, he's actually changing the technology. You know, he's
innovative.
literally upgrading the technology of any product. So I would say the cyber truck thing, there is a
Yeah,
technological change. It's not, it's not a good truck, it's not a better truck. There is a new technology. And that is mind bending. Every time a guy comes and he kind of builds a technology that is a revolution in technological space. So that is very rare, and I admire him for that, I must.
true. The fact that I like about him is that
Hmm.
he challenges pretty much everything,
Yeah.
every concept about
Huh.
reality, about the world and everything. No, he
Huh.
doesn't really give
Huh.
no anything
Huh.
about anyone.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna do it,
Huh.
and I'll do it. You
Huh.
can do whatever the fuck you want. I
Huh.
don't care.
Yeah, so true, so true.
So,
And this,
and
and I think this kind of mindset has, you know, not made him so much money. Okay, he's made so much money, but the technological change will come from this kind of mindset. Ki I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make it. If the world doesn't care, I don't give a F. I am gonna do it. And let's
that's
see. And
how innovations happen. That's how
yeah,
innovations happen.
yeah,
If you would have seen Oppenheimer, right? The guy was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
He didn't care about what others are saying, what anyone is
yeah,
saying. He's gonna build
yeah.
that bomb. He built it.
Yeah. But after the bomb, he realized, ki, what in the world I have built.
I think that was the same thing when the Cybertruck's window got smashed.
Yeah, yeah. That was a very big embarrassment, I would say. And he was like, "Ki, I am gonna make it in such a way. It's not just gonna be titanium or something like that. Break it, and you can break into the Earth's bottom. It now, I think they have tested it. It is impossible to break. Like the kind of technology that they have used, it is literally impossible to break. Like I was reading somewhere ki normally the sheets are made of, I know, 6 mm to 8 mm. They have made a 3 mm sheet. Like you can literally keep on firing rockets, AR-15, whatever you want to, nothing is going to change. And
Isn't
I'm
shit.
like, "Ki, bro, what have you done?" Yeah.
That guy, as I said, right,
Mm,
he is innovating. He
mm,
doesn't care about what others are saying and stuff,
mm,
right?
mm.
He doesn't really care about lawsuits either.
Yeah. Mm,
He keeps challenging everyone and
yeah.
everything.
And that's really good for humanity, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, not sure about
So,
humanity, but it's good
yeah.
for.
So last question, Ayush. I'm not taking much of your time. Ki, like any movies, books, to you said ki very dur ka rishta. So any movies that you would suggest that inspired you or that everyone should watch to learn something new?
Not entirely sure, but I think there's this movie about Facebook, right? I think this social network.
Yeah.
What-
Yeah.
That's one of
Mm,
the movie I found very interesting because it showed like how a downfall happens in a business, right? When you are too proud or when you have too much pride or arrogance.
mm,
That happened with Facebook as well,
yeah.
right? But it also
Mm,
shows you how that arrogance was the thing that got it built in the first place,
yeah.
right? So
I
it's
think it's
just
all about, keeping the arrogance in balance. You need to have certain kind of arrogance to, get through the world, but that can pull you down. So I think I think I saw the movie. It shows you the both sides. So it's a very good movie.
I think being arrogant to your visions is fine. Being arrogant to people is not.
Yeah, so true. Like, I would thumbnail it. Ayush Agarwal. You should also write it everywhere. So
I'll start
nice.
publishing.
Yeah. Chalo.
Yeah, but that's it. For books, I don't. Yeah, I don't read too many books, unlike other CEOs or founders. But
Yeah.
because I love more about talking to people, gaining real life
Mm,
experiences
mm.
rather than.
Or one more thing, any YouTube videos that you would suggest, that inspired you or that, not even inspired you, that you just liked and, you want to share, go and watch this, man. So good.
No, nothing to be honest. I watch a lot of random stuff on YouTube, and most
Mm,
of it is just about different concepts in AI. And
mm,
one was about the string theory that was mentioned in Big Bang Theory, right?
uh,
The TV series.
yeah.
I just really wanted to know. They have been talking. Like, I watched the whole series, all the seasons,
Uh,
thrice. I don't know, 4 times, 5 times,
uh,
mentioning string theory, string theory. So I'm
uh,
like, okay, let's go to YouTube and find out what the heck this string theory is. So
yeah.
that is something that you should watch. I would say it changes the complete reality on how we might see things in
Okay.
future about the current
Mm,
reality that how we might perceive it in different manner.
okay. So your suggestion is go watch things on string theory because it will change how you see reality.
Yes, how
Okay.
and it might change the complete reality in maybe few years if it is proved. It's not
Okay.
proved yet, but if it gets proved,
Okay.
we might discover those groundbreaking changes that we've been waiting for maybe a century or more now.
Whoa.
So
That's so
yes.
nice to know. Like we are looking for a change that could just, change the future of humanity. Wow. Nice. Thank you, bro. Take care.
Thanks for inviting me again.
Yeah, bro. You are definitely coming after some time. Keep
Again,
building new products, bro.
absolutely.
Yeah. Bye
Chalo,
bye. Take care.
God